A new story, remarked Bazarov under his breath, but you needn't get agitated about it, for it's a matter of complete indifference to me. A romantic would say, I feel that our roads are beginning to branch out in different directions, but I will simply say that we're tired of each other. Yevgeny. There's no harm in that, my good soul, one gets tired of plenty of other things in the world. And now I think we had better say goodbye. Ever since I've been here I've felt so disgusting, just as if I'd been reading Gogol's letters to the wife of the governor of Kaluga. By the way, I didn't tell them to unharness the horses. Good heavens, that's impossible. And why? I say nothing of myself, but it would be the height of discourtesy to Anna Sergeyevna, who will certainly want to see you. Well, you're mistaken there. On the contrary, I'm convinced that I'm right, retorted Arkady. And what are you pretending for? For that matter, haven't you come here because of her? That might even be true, but you're mistaken all the same. But Arkady was right. Anna Sergeyevna wanted to see Bazarov and sent a message to him to that effect through the butler. Bazarov changed his clothes before he went to her. It turned out that he had packed his new suit in such a way as to be able to take it out easily. Madame Odintsov received him, not in the room where he had so unexpectedly declared his love to her, but in the drawing room. She held her finger-tips out to him amiably, but her face showed signs of involuntary tension. Anna Sergeyevna, Bazarov hastened to say, first of all I must set your mind at rest. Before you stands a simple mortal, who came to his senses long ago, and hopes that other people too have forgotten his follies. I am going away for a long time, and though I'm by no means a soft creature, I should be sorry to carry away with me the thought that you remember me with abhorrence. Anna Sergeyevna gave a deep sigh like one who has just climbed to the top of a high mountain, and her face lit up with a smile. She held out her hand to Bazarov a second time and responded to his pressure. Let bygones be bygones, she said, all the more so, since, to say what is on my conscience, I was also to blame then, either for flirting or for something else. In a word, let us be friends as we were before. The other was a dream, wasn't it? And who remembers dreams? Who remembers them? And besides, love, surely it's an imaginary feeling. Indeed? I am very pleased to hear that. Anna Sergeyevna expressed herself thus, and so did Bazarov. They both thought they were speaking the truth. Was the truth, the whole truth, to be found in their words? They themselves did not know, much less could the author. But a conversation ensued between them, just as if they believed one another completely. Anna Sergeyevna asked Bazarov, among other things, what he had been doing at the Kiranovs. He was on the point of telling her about his duel with Pavel Petrovich, but he checked himself with the thought that she might suppose he was trying to make himself interesting, and answered that he had been working the whole time. And I, observed Anna Sergeyevna, had a fit of depression to start with, goodness knows why. I even planned to go abroad, just fancy. But that passed off. Your friend Arkady Nikolaich arrived, and I settled down to my routine again, to my proper function. And what is that function, may I ask? To be an aunt, guardian, mother, call it what you like. Incidentally, do you know I used not to understand before your close friendship with Arkady Nikolaich. I found him rather insignificant. But now I have got to know him better, and I recognize his intelligence, but he is young, so young, it's a great thing, not like you and me, Yevgeny Vasilich. Is he still shy in your presence? Asked Bazarov. But was he, began Anna Sergeyevna, and after a short pause she went on. He has grown more trustful now, he talks to me, formerly he used to avoid me, though, as a matter of fact, I didn't seek his society either. He is more Katya's friend. Bazarov felt vexed. A woman can't help being a hypocrite, he thought. You say he used to avoid you, he said aloud with a cold smile, but probably it's no secret to you that he was in love with you? What? He too? Ejaculated Anna Sergeyevna. He too, repeated Bazarov, with a submissive bow. Can it be that you didn't know it and that I've told you something new? Anna Sergeyevna lowered her eyes. You are mistaken, Yevgeny Vasilich. I don't think so. But perhaps I ought not to have mentioned it. And don't you try to fool me any more, he added to himself. Why not mention it? But I imagine that here as well you attach too much importance to a transitory impression.